after this.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Jen, Professor Spike, trying to smile on a horrible day. This has been a horrible week. It's been a horrible 6, 7, or 8 weeks. What can I say?
Yes.
Eventually, it will start going up again. How's that?
From your mouth to God's ear, my friend.
It doesn't go straight down. It will come back. Even if we get nothing more than a relief rally, we will get an uptick, and I have a feeling we should enjoy it while we can, because the general trend certainly seems to be down. The good news is we're approaching the 380 minimal pain that Mike Wilson from Morgan Stanley is talking about. So sooner or later, we will reach support levels that will hold. Okay. Everybody took a beating today, Tim.
Yeah, good to see you too, Tim.
I was telling Professor Spike before that I sold all my CTIC at 385, something like that, when I could have sold it the other day at almost $2 higher. I walked away with a tiny profit instead of a huge profit. Really bad on my part.
Well, no, you were saying before that as long as you're switching it over to stuff you like, you might as well sell your Drek.
I guess. House of Pain, says Dan. No sign of stopping. A lot of air to come out of overheated valuations. Hasn't it come out already, Dan? What's that stock, Upstart, that went from 400 to under 30? Is that right? 400 to under 30 today, I think.
Which stock is that?
It's an artificial intelligence software company that does mortgage something or other.
Oh, we talked about that in the past.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the collapses are like more than 90% in some cases.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look at
Peloton. Peloton is more than 90%.
I was even thinking about my gambling stock, DraftKings.
That's not 90%, but
it feels like it.
Yeah, maybe it went from 60 to 10, or whatever it is. 12.
All right, well, that's not pain.
It's pain, but it's not 90%. There are a lot of them that are in the 80, 90 percentile.
All right, so 1/6 versus 1/10. I get it.
Yeah.
Shipping stock. Kind of a guy saying the shipping stocks that Arjun was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Block and Coin. Oh boy, when are they bargains?
Athesis Bank of America fireside chat today in 2 hours. Yeah, I don't think that's going to move the stock one way or the other. It's all the ischemic stroke data which is coming. That's fireside chat. What could they say? There's nothing they can say that's going to move the stock. I'm right. Cabinet guys pegged me right. I'm now a therapist. I have to give
exactly. We're here to give you that half an hour of
therapy. Don't jump out the window.
There are bigger things going on in the world.
The problem is I need therapy myself. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're living some of our lessons. Don't gamble what you can't lose. It's only money. All of these kinds of.
Well, it's true. Well, everything you're saying is true. It's only money. It's not a reason to go make Harry carry.
Right.
And it always, if you're in quality, it always comes back. Always. Right. Always.
Assuming you're a good recognizer and connoisseur of.
I mean, just look at the Dow from as far back as you can go. The chart is up. You can hardly see the downward moves.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
They're little ripples.
Well, I mean, look, for my math classes, if the stock only went up, then you wouldn't be talking about risk.
Tim is happy to see you because I guess he was worried about you.
Well, from yesterday, well, gotta miss. I can't do them all. Not like Dr. J.
Indubitably. Pete. This market has no mercy. It's kind of like Little Caesar, the movie with Edward G. Robinson. What was his line at the end?
Is this the end of Rico?
Mercy, Mother of Mercy.
Is this the end of Rico?
Is this the end of Rico? Thank you.
Yeah. Great movie.
I couldn't think of.
I forgot about Mother of Mercy. I forgot about that part.
I couldn't think of Quantico the other day. Not Quantico, Okinawa. I couldn't think of Okinawa, the Marine base off Japan. I knew as soon as the show was over, I'd think of it. We were talking about.
You made a reference to it.
We would. I think was it Arjun or somebody, or maybe it was Tim, that said the Japanese have longevity in these islands. It might have been Arjun. I don't remember. Tom is going to hold.
I guess we just lost Dr. J for a sec. So now you're stuck with my ugly face. So let's talk a little bit more about what other people are saying. Diego Andrade from Pennsylvania. Hello to you too. Oh, look at that. So we had that Okinawa connection.
Who knocked me off? How did I get booted?
Don't touch that knocker.
I'm at my daughter's house.
Ring that bell.
I got to play with I don't have a real mouse. I got to play with that computer mouse.
Yeah, maybe you should just not touch anything.
I must have done something.
Who rang that bell?
Who rang that bell? Cabinet guy, shipping stocks, only thing keeping him afloat. Haha.
Well, what happened? I wasn't really looking. What about energy? Did energy do anything good today?
XLE might have been up.
I'll take a look at that one, I guess.
I didn't look. I'm out of XLE, but I might go back in.
Oh, you dumped out of that one? Really?
Yeah, I sold it at 80. I don't know what it is. Andrew Chow, at what point block and coin bargains? I don't know. I would think they're bargains.
I would have thought toward $1.50.
I would think they're bargains now. I think Bitcoin has gone down enough along with the market. Tim, Coinbase stock went from almost $400 to $53. Glad I didn't buy any.
Yeah, I didn't get it in at 4. I got in around 2, so I'm not happy either. But I get it. It seemed to be the way to go, and it probably still is.
It's crazy. You're down 75%, right? 3/4.
Yes. It's not quite 90. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Andrew Chow. It feels like CRISPR was an early preview for every stock I own. Wow.
That's it, right. Whatever we experienced in CRISPR, slow motion. We're
small.
Experiencing now in double speed.
CTIC. He's staying in CTIC, which he doubled down on in the low 4s. I have to confess, I sold all my CTIC at 384 today, which I said that, right?
Yes, you did, but
Dan,
are you going to get back into it, or is that it for you for CTIC?
Dan notices that Disney is at an even $100 after hours. He's going to buy at 80.
Yeah, well, you might even get it. You might get it.
You might get the low. The low of the last 3 years on Disney was in the 70s, I think.
Right. Right.
Diego is here from Pennsylvania. Dan said his dad fought on Okinawa in World War II.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Tim Kirk, I sold my CTIC. I couldn't handle being in so many volatile stocks. I did add Athesis.
They're all volatile at this point.
Yeah.
Tim, so
Kamal is
why would
with us.
CTIC be any different from
Kamal, you're supposed to be on this side
Yeah,
of the
no,
camera.
Kamal's going to stay on the sidelines for now.
Kamal is hiding.
Yeah. Well, I can't say I blame him.
No, I can't say I blame him either. Diego is with, what does he have to say? It has been a while. I move around. Good to see
Yeah.
you guys are doing well. Well, I don't know about doing well, but we're
We're
still
doing.
around.
Yeah, we're doing.
We're doing.
Yeah.
Kamal, I can do Mondays and Wednesdays. I
Yeah, yeah.
cannot do
You can't do
Mondays and
Mondays,
Wednesdays.
yes.
Okay, Kamal,
very familiar.
you are excused.
All right, so I'm
You
going
want to
to
take a look at the spiders for us, Professor Spike?
yeah, I'm going to make a screen for you to
Because
share.
it's hard for me to play with this computer. I'll let you throw a few charts up. I did the Fibonacci retrace. I forget where it came out to. I think it came out to right about the 380
Okay,
area.
so if you put my screen on, there you go. And tell me, do you see Athesis right now?
I see Athesis, 58 cents, 60 cents after hours.
All right, so you can take a look at the markets first here.
The market, it looks like we did the S&P down 1 point. You're testing my eyesight? 1 point?
No, I don't want to. I'll actually read it out for you.
Okay.
All right. Well, the S&P, it looks like we're down 1.65%. The Dow, we're down about 1%. NASDAQ, a whopping 3.18%.
Wow.
It's definitely, I mean, it looked in the morning like things were going to go okay, but it really is a horrible end of the day. Same thing with the Russell.
Yeah. What's that then?
So crude oil is up a bit. It's well above 100 to 105.5.
That's not good.
Gold is still under 1900. It's at 1852. Silver,
Silver's up.
It's up a little bit, about 0.5%. The 10-year bond. Now this is an interesting one. The yield on the 10-year bond went below 3 today, and I don't know how to read that.
Well, that's good for the bondholders.
It is good for the bondholders. It's just that one would have thought, with all the talk of inflation and everything else, that the 10-year bond would have stabilized a little bit.
Maybe they're looking 6 months ahead and realize that inflation has seen the high prints and it's coming down.
Yeah, that 0.3 for this month didn't scare me all that much, but it scared a lot of other people.
It's lower than 8.5.
There you go. Bitcoin is down another whopping 8%, and that was mostly the last hour or so.
I am really getting slaughtered on Bitcoin along with everyone else.
Yeah, and so anything that goes along with Bitcoin, like coin.
Mara is practically in single digits. I think it was 30 not too long ago.
Yeah, Bloodbath is right. Bloodbath is right.
And talking about another one with the air let out of it, MicroStrategy was 900. Now it's under 200.
Yes, the MicroStrategy is
About 180.
definitely a house of pain. So you want to look at the spiders first?
Yeah, let's look at the spiders.
All right. So let me get that up for you guys. Close down, like I said, 1.5%. And here's your chart. Let's move it up so we can see it nice.
Can you get Tom off? Oh, I got to get him off.
You got to get him off.
All right.
There we go.
BCRX to $8. Wow.
Unbelievable. So
well, look at the weekly. This shows us nothing.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't show us nothing. It shows us.
No, but you're right. A broader view is appropriate. But even this weekly is very depressing.
That we're in a wave 3, Elliott wave 3 down. That's what it shows us.
So where are we now? 390. What were you looking for? Is like a bottom? This 380.
Yeah, I was looking at. Let's look at Mike Wilson's 380.
380 is right here. So we're not there yet.
Draw the straight line now.
Okay, I will.
I think the fib retracement is right around there as well. I think the 38.2% retrace is, I think around 381, something like that.
Yeah, I'll save the Fibonacci stuff for you. I'm just going to draw regular
And
lines.
I think the 20% mark would be approximately 384, right?
Well, from this high of
Yeah,
of 478, 480 actually.
yeah, 480. So 96 points off of 480 is 384.
Yep.
And what did we hit as a low today?
Today our low was 391,
We're
392.
almost at that 20% spare
Yeah,
mark.
another 10 points and we're there.
Another 10 points, we're at the minimum pain of Mike Wilson.
Gotcha.
Another guy from Morgan Stanley was talking about 370 as being a possible target stopping point.
370, huh?
We get a relief rally there.
Well, I mean, we got this spot right here, it looks like. Right around in here.
Yeah, you got a gap fill in there.
Yeah, so that's very pessimistic. That's around 348.
Yeah, that's a little too pessimistic for.
I would say.
Yeah.
So I won't even draw that line then.
Throw the 370 in.
Throw the 370 and you got it.
I know I drew 367 as a very, very good support area.
There's your 370 right there.
That looks like a good support area as well.
It does, because you got this little high over here and this little low over here.
And then if it doesn't hold that, it looks like the 100 should hold.
The 100-day moving. This is actually, is this the 100? This is actually the 200 moving average.
Yeah.
So it behaves like the 100. But I like this one better because it takes into consideration a longer time. And remember, this is weekly, so this is actually 4 years ago. It's reflected in here.
Yeah. All right. So there we have the weekly in a nutshell on the SPY, and it looks like we're approaching strong support levels.
Yes.
It's not going to go down forever, guys. We will get at least a bounce.
What did you want to do next?
Let's do Athesis. I don't know why, but let's do it.
All right, let me go back to the daily on that one.
It's moving after hours. Maybe it has to do with that Bank of America fireside chat.
Well, today was not a very good day for it.
No, but it is moving back up after hours.
What do we have right. It's went down 7 cents and now it's up 6.
Yeah, it's getting it all back.
Yeah. Okay.
It has a nice trend line from the low.
Yeah, it does. Let me see if I can draw that.
Professor Omar is in, so it can go up now.
So from about here, oops. Let's go around there.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
And we have a top that looks very similar.
Yeah, I mean, look, the chart doesn't really mean anything. It's either gonna be good data or bad data. Bad blood, good blood, one or the other.
Right.
Say it 3 times real fast, and then you get your answer. Bad blood, good blood, you know what I mean? It's a tongue twister.
Well, yeah, okay. This is
You want to show BCRX, or is it too painful?
We might as well, since a lot of our listeners are into it.
It's very painful to look at. I haven't sold a single share yet of BCRX.
And nothing after hours. We lost another 66 cents.
Oh man,
We're well below 8 on this.
house of pain.
Oh my gosh. This is definitely a falling knife.
Ah, it's not good.
No. No. So all of
Not
you
good
fellow
at
holders,
all.
we're all feeling your pain. We're feeling each other's pain.
I guess factor D is factored in by now.
One would expect.
Yeah. Factor D is out of the picture, it looks like. So all you have is Oladeo, and
All the day.
sales are not as brusque as we would have liked.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I don't know. It's okay. It's just that it's going to take time, apparently, before it becomes a $1 billion a year drug.
Gotcha.
I don't know how much time, but
You know, is there any reason to believe that now that everything's so cheap that we're going to start getting some buyouts, or is it that the potential buyers have no money left because their capital has gone down?
no, they have plenty of money. Big Pharma is not hurting for money.
If they've held cash, then they're definitely in a good
Put it
position.
to you this way: if you're Pfizer, if you're Merck, if you're Sanofi, or if you're GSK, why hurry to buy out a BCRX when it's going down a point every day?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What's your hurry? Buy it a month or two from now when it's even cheaper. I've never seen takeouts in a down market. They just don't happen.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting, but you would think that everybody who has cash that didn't really lose, that didn't get trimmed by what 15% over the last month or so, might try spending that money on some bargains.
You would think, but yet it's usually after the market stabilizes and the little bios start moving back up. That's when you see the mergers come in and the buyouts. You don't really see it on a collapsing market. At least not usually. I don't remember seeing much M&A on a down market like this through the years. It's always I'm doing it from
That's
memory.
true. That's true. We never really hear about it on those doldrum days. They don't really talk about
No,
those
just
manic
doesn't seem
M&As.
to happen. So I would say you're not likely to get a buyout until it starts moving up again.
Speaking of which, let's actually look at AUPH because we haven't done that in a little while.
Okay, another disaster. It's actually
But
above.
this one actually was not as disastrous if you look.
No,
here.
it's actually holding relatively well considering it's biodirect.
Right. I mean, it held on its value. It was doing okay yesterday. It went up, but then it gave back everything today.
Still, compared to a lot of other biodirects, it's not bad.
No,
It's only down like 50% in the last 6 months. That's pretty good, only down 50%.
Right.
It's hard to believe how decimated bio has gotten.
All right, I'm going to take a weekly on this. Actually,
Look at the XBI. I mean, don't really look at the XBI, but the XBI is down probably almost 50% from the beginning of the year.
Oh, let's look at that.
No, don't look at it. It's too depressing.
I don't even look at it.
Don't even look at it.
I was going to do something a little bit more. Do we have anything more to say about Arinia?
Let's look at what else should we look at?
We have nothing more to say about Arinia. It's
Apple. Let's look at Apple, the 4-star general.
Okay. All right, let me switch back to the daily on that. Well, the weekly actually is probably going to be more show. This is going to show more.
Oh, this is Apple.
Weekly. That's weekly.
This is Apple? My goodness. What a yucky poo day for Apple.
Well, that's not.
I know it's the weekly, but what a yucky poo week.
Oh, please look at this. Yeah. Horrible day. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Care Damage, if I had some money, I'd probably buy some of this.
Ooh. Go back to the weekly.
Certainly.
This really is depressing.
Yeah, the weekly looks better.
This is why the S&P and the Nasdaq is down so much. Apple had a horrible. How many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 out of the last 6 weeks have been
Yeah.
pretty horrible. Oh man, probably 6 out of the last 7.
Right.
And that explains the market because this is the general. This leads the market. Number one in the hit parade on the ETFs, the spiders and the Qs. It's the number
Right.
one weighted stock in both.
Well,
I got to look up how much is the weighting. 5%, 6%. It's significant weighting in both of those indices. You got to draw the line right where you put it. That's a great.
right here at the bottom, right here.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good, pretty good.
The funny, I see, because of this guy here, you're saying.
No, right underneath where the close is where you should draw the line.
Let me do that. Let me draw
right underneath the close today.
a horizontal line.
Yeah.
Right underneath this close.
Yeah.
Oops,
Yeah.
sorry, I moved that up.
You see that it's pretty good support area.
Yeah, you're right.
It definitely had been resistance, so now it should be support, right?
Well, that's assuming this doesn't keep going down.
Every day I look at these charts and I say this is an ideal place for it to stop.
Right, exactly. I'm thinking that.
Yeah, and this is an ideal place for it to stop. If MA were on, he would tell me I should order it to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
MA says I think I have a lot of power, you know? Yeah.
So, I mean, this is if it goes down here, it's a pretty bad news.
Yeah.
125.
What is this? What is this? Can you X out this vitamin T stuff? I don't know what it is.
What vitamin T stuff?
Is it anything? What is it? On the right-hand side, should I get rid of it? Hello there. Would you please do an interview with Kyle Fat Foster?
Oh, that's some of your comments, right? You're getting those.
I don't know where that's coming from.
You're getting those bot comments.
It's a rather unusual comment.
Usually, they're talking about strippers.
Yeah. All right. So Apple is a disaster, down 5% today. Horrible. No wonder my portfolio got smashed.
Yeah.
All right. Take a look at the next general, Amazon.
Okay. I know this one is. Wow. Jeez.
Really.
We're on the weekly still. But the weekly.
It looks like it's going to do a full retrace to the 1600s.
Let me go back here. Look at this.
It looks like it's going
to be this low.
I think you got to go back to the March 20 lows.
Right
which is
here.
I think it's in the 1600s.
So right now we're about April of 2020.
You got to be March of 2020.
March of 2020 is right over here. Right, March 2020 was the bottom. Remember we were getting this 1600.
I think we're going all the way back.
Back here.
All the way back to the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah, that was a very
1600s, right?
About 1600. It was. Let me see. I'll tell you right this second. That was about 1626.
It looks like there's nothing to stop this fall.
Well, that's depressing.
It is, because if that goes all the way back down to 1626, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the market.
All right, let's put it here.
And that would mean my Amazon, which I could have sold at 30. What could I have sold it at 3,700?
Yes.
It's going to be worth 1,600. 16. I mean, it's crazy numbers. I really think it could it's very likely it could go all the way back. Looking at this chart. Then again, you drew the line where you just drew that line?
Yeah.
That looks like a good spot to stop, just like Apple. So maybe we stop right here. There's
2042.
Yeah, it looks like as good a spot to stop as any. If otherwise, it looks like a complete retrace. If we don't stop going down like tomorrow, I think we're going all the way back down to the March lows in general. That's how bad it looks to me.
Yeah, the funny thing is, if you go back further with this particular stock, sorry, you know,
You got the 2018 lows before that.
now the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it was the COVID wasn't really that big a hit in terms of where it was versus the hit
Right,
it's taking
right.
now.
You're right. It wasn't.
I mean, even
Amazon
relatively
held up
speaking.
relatively well under COVID, and it thrived. In fact,
Yeah, towards the
came
end, right
out
over here,
of it.
it thrived because everybody was buying their stuff from Amazon.
Right. And now it's being lumped in the same class as a pandemic plays, which all are getting killed. And I think it's throwing the baby out with the bathwater. This is not a pandemic play.
Yeah, I would say not. And they're the only game in town in terms of these Windows toolkits.
What else did I put down that I wanted to look at? Let me
Yeah, I
take a
didn't
quick
look.
look. Well, then we'll end.
Yeah,
Um, let me see. Let me see. I tweeted out Athesis, CTIC, SPY, Square, SQ, Apple, and
I
XLE.
see actually.
So either XLE or Spot or SQ, one or the other.
Actually, well, I have a personal reason for an XLE.
Okay, let's do XLE.
All right, so let me see. Now this is weekly, so I'm going to go back to daily, and I'm going to go.
I sold this at 80, so it's 77 now.
Right now it is 77, 78, so it's still somewhat healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not as it was. It's not as it was up here in the 83 mark. Up over
I don't
here.
know. It seems to me like we're starting to increase our production of oil. Maybe it stabilizes. Maybe the price of crude stabilizes a little below $100.
I don't know, but I still see a pretty reliable uptrend here.
Yeah, look, the oil is a place to hide, not a place to make tons of money, but a place to hide. Same as utilities, a place to hide. Same as commodities, basically a place to hide. I don't like these as long-term plays, just short-term places to hide, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, you have to rely on something.
Yeah, I talked to Mika wants to know if I did buy the put to protect my Amazon. Remember, I was talking about doing
Yes,
just that.
I do remember that.
I thought about it, but didn't act.
Ah,
So unfortunately, I did not. I'm taking it on the chin like everyone else. I would like to think that I was smart enough to do it. I was smart enough to do it. I just didn't do it. Let's wind up the show because basically we talked everything through more or less.
so let me
And
stop
we
sharing.
come up with the conclusion that it's going to continue on down unless it goes up.
Here you go.
That's the conclusion that I
Words of wisdom. It's going to keep going down until it doesn't.
Exactly correct. And then it should go up. This has been Dr. J and Professor Spike reminding you to do your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Thanks everybody for coming. Indubitably, Dan, Andrew, Mika, vitamin T. I guess I should call vitamin T Melly. Okay, Melly. Okay, and everyone else who came today, thanks for coming. And we'll see you all mañana, right? Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the share link button. I think that's a good way to spread the word. We have to grow organically because I'm not advertising this show.
Right. And the market's not helping us.
No, the market is not helping. Adios, amigos. Till tomorrow. Ciao.